When we're talking about this kind of weather, where the weather is bad, kind of like what we're getting right now, we've had a lot of it lately, it seems. You never want to be without power because a lot of you have dealt with power going off a lot lately. It's been one of those springs. Well, the people at R&R Controls know this, and that's why they offer the number one name in those kind of generators, big or small, Generac. That's the number one name. And they're a Generac authorized dealer, sales, service, and installation. And add to that financing, because we know that not everybody can just put down a bunch of cash for a generator, but it would be nice to have one. So they do financing through Synchrony Bank. And you can do the financing, set it up how you want, depending on how big or small your generator is. And as you know, Generac, the number one name in generators, home or business, it doesn't matter. They have different sizes, so different levels of financing to make it possible so that you can get one. Don't think that you have to do without because it's a generator. And I know you've seen the advertisements on TV and you've seen all these. Well, I've got a generator just automatically comes on. You see the happy family and all this kind of stuff in some of the ads. But let me tell you, you can be happy with it too. Contact my good friends at R&R Controls in Brownsville, 270-777-2024. That's R&R Controls, 270-777-2024. They're in the 270. They serve the 270, and they're going to continue to serve more than just the 270 because R&R Controls is built around your needs. They are aimed to help you safeguard your home and help your business with a maintenance budget that will outweather any storm. So don't ever be without. Call R&R 270-777-2024 and get it done. Hello, everybody, and welcome into a Friday evening. It is June 6th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Before I get into the weather, let me just say that I'm still in shock with what happened today. Very big surprise, which I'm still just my head is just still kind of spinning like a tornado um, over this award, and it is the Kentucky Broadcasters Association Golden Mike Award. And is that what it's called? It's I'm still just kind of like putting it all together. What is this that's happening? And it's like if it's like there's a video. I haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be on the news on News 40. Um, but it's like I'm not really sure what's happening right now. Hello. Somebody's calling me. Hello. Hello. Yeah, are you in the complex? 1202. It looks like it looks like a house. It's not an apartment. No, it's across DoorDash. It looks like a house. Yes. It's a duplex. It's a duplex that's on the other side of the apartments. As soon as you pull in that driveway, there are apartments on the left, and there is that first house on the right. It's it says 1202 right there on the brick wall where my black truck is parked. Okay? Uh, o okay, thank you. Okay. Wow. Alright, so that's not good. When DoorDash calls and asks where you are, where you live to deliver something, we ordered some Fazoli's. So I didn't wanna go out and get it because of the storm that's going on right now. Let me show you that from the Plano cam. See what you guys get when it's live? I bet that's their car going back there against the trees, and they're looking for me. So here's the deal, folks. It was a kid who was on the phone, and the kids asked me, "Hey, where you live? Uh, we're at the apartments, but I don't see where you live." Oh, look, they're behind my truck. Oh, what in the world? I'm never doing that again. If this is It was a kid. There was no adult talking to me. And it's like, are you kidding me? It's a kid that answers the phone and oh, that could be them right there. Or that could be them leaving. It's like I was just my wife just opened the door. She's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, They couldn't find where we live, and a kid was on the phone instead of an adult to ask where we live." Yeah, right. Okay. Wow. All right. So don't use DoorDash. Make a note. We're not using it anymore. Okay, that was stupid. All right, let's just move on. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about this award, and I'm like, I'm just still just kind of like, is this a dream? Is this really happening? Because the moment that it was happening with my boss, my GM at WNKY, Julie Milam, her and a bunch of other people just kind of got together and said, "We're going to do this nomination, and we're going to surprise him." As she found out that I had actually won from the Kentucky Broadcasters Association. So, wow, I'm still just kind of blown away by that and by the DoorDash. Anyway, okay, so the weather. I know some of you are like, get on with the weather. Don't be talking about DoorDash and some awards. I want to know what the weather is. All right. Here's the way it looks outside. You can see it's raining from the Plano cam. Pretty good thunder and lightning. Yeah, it's nothing severe at the moment. And I really don't see much in the way of severe going on. I mean, that's still a possibility, but you know. So here's a look at radar. And we currently have a line of storms that's moving through. These are not really all that severe. There's a couple of boxes that show up down in Tennessee. And it still could go severe, but notice how it's not a thin line, it's more broad. That's more of a what we call a stratiform. That's where it's just kind of a bigger area of rain. It's just a lot of rain, a lot of thunder. Some of the rain is heavy at times, but as far as the severe weather threat, now I know we're under a tornado watch until 8 o'clock, but it's, I don't think it's going to, you see back there to the west, that's what I'm pointing at, how it all just kind of fades away. I don't think we're going to have to go to 8 o'clock with this tornado watch. There have been no warnings as far as tornado warnings. There's not anything happening with that. So I think we're going to be okay. The rain cooled air has really tampened, just really tapered down, I should say, the instability and the severe part of this system. I don't think that's going to be a concern. Now, looking at the numbers for today, I keep looking to see if the DoorDash people are. Lord have mercy. Today's high 85, exactly at normal. That's right. 85 is our high today, low 73. Now I've got for precipitation officially at the Bowling Green Airport a trace. That's why there's a T there, but you know we've gotten a lot more than that. So let's check the numbers. We'll go to the numbers, the Kentucky Mesonet Network, and we'll check and see just how much we've received so far. First of all, temperature wise, everybody's in the 70s, pretty much low 70s, upper 60s to the east. So here's a look at rainfall. So anywhere from, here's a tenth of an inch at the Corvette plant to 34 hundredths of an inch on the south side of Warren County. At those mesonet sites. But then you see in different places here 2.11 inches in Ohio County up near Hartford, Beaver Dam. Look at this 185, 1.85 in Russellville in Logan County just today. Oh, but here's the big winner. Here's the big one 2.15 inches of rain in Franklin, Simpson County. But then you just go a few miles out to the east into Scottsville, Allen County, only a half inch. And then you come to Warren County and just not that much. We're just now getting the very heavy rainfall. I can attest to that 185 in Logan County because I was doing a live shot in Russellville at noon for the 400-mile yard sale. We had to get indoors to do the live shot because it came a gully washer. Not quite a frog strangler. Now, frog strangler is one level up in severity, but right under that is a gully washer. And that's what they got in Russellville. You can see some of the other places that picked up some pretty decent rain, and we're not done. There's more rain to come. Winds right now are coming out of the south and east, pretty light, except when you get a stronger thunderstorm, you can get a gust of 10 to 20. But oh, that thunder sounds good. That makes me want to just like curl up in my chair and take a nap. Yes, it's very nice. So we've had a lot of moisture in the air today, and it's finally being tapped into, and that's why we're now finally getting some rain. And to the person who sent me the email yesterday, remember them? That y'all never get it right. Get off my lawn. Get off my TV. You're a big liar. They sent me another one today that said, um, it's not going to rain in Warren County today. You're a liar. Uh, it's raining right now, person. This day just keeps getting better and better. No, I mean that for real. It just keeps getting better and better. Uh, Blender showing that we're going to stay in the 80s the next few days through the weekend because of the rain. Next week looks warm, mid and even upper 80s. Could we hit 90? We still have not hit 90. As an official high temperature, we've hit 88, we've hit 89. We have not hit 90, and we're in June. So, it needs to happen if it's going to happen. I mean, there's still plenty of time. You got July and August that it could happen. Maybe even the 1st of September, around the first week of September. But yeah, so there you go. There's still plenty of time to get a 90-degree temperature. Okay, so what about severe weather? Is there really going to be severe weather? Well, we've had a few warnings today, as you know, a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, not necessarily for Bowling Green or Warren County, or even much of the 270. It's kind of been around us. So the severe weather threat is still a level 2 slight risk. Even as we get into tonight, there still could be that off chance that a storm could be strong to severe. But the way it's looking right now, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It just, we've got all this more stable air in place now after all this rain. Tornado outlook 2 to 4 to maybe 5 to 9%. But that was really to account for today with daytime heating. If we had had nothing but just a lot of sun, a lot of heating, then it may be more of a concern. But I don't think it's much of a concern now. A damaging wind threat still there for tonight, and a hail threat barely. But as the sun goes down, the hail threat may begin to go away. Now, I will say here's tomorrow, here's Saturday. There is a severe weather threat that continues. The yellow level 2 slight risk starts at about Litchfield and Munfordville south. So all of southern Kentucky is under that level 2 slight risk. North of that area in the green is a level 1 marginal risk. And it's all because of how that front is going to lay across the area. And there's another low pressure system that it could help touch off some of the severe weather. Tornado outlook tomorrow, small on the low end. There's a better damaging wind threat, 15 to 29%, and there's a hail threat. This is all for tomorrow. Most of these things, though, are on the low end of the scale. Even Sunday, this is Sunday, there is a level 1 marginal risk for a few severe storms statewide. So we'll have to keep an eye on Sunday as well. After that, no more severe weather threats. Everything begins to calm down a lot after that. All right, let's go to the maps and take a look at, well, let's look at how much rain we're talking about. And I may have to update, refresh this. This is the way it looked yesterday. Remember, I said, hey, they took it out, but then the heavy rain came back into view yesterday. And on the scale, we're talking about 2.5. Well, let's go 1.5 to 2.5 inches. Well, let me do an update here and see what the new update is going to show. And here we go. Nope. Let me back it up one, refresh. And now let's see where it's. Okay, look at that. But we're still in it right there. And it's showing between, well, 2 to 3 inches of rain in the next 7 days. Yes, but most of it comes today, tonight, and tomorrow. Then there's another wave that is going to come in on Monday with yet more measurable rainfall. So when you add all that up, yeah, it could come to 2 to 3 inches. So there's a lot more rain still yet to come. Yay. How about that? I knew you'd love that, right? Not? Okay. So let's look at the maps. Here's the current map. And there's our, yeah, we're in the red zone painted in, but that's only because of the tornado watch. I think that tornado watch is, even though it's until 8 o'clock tonight, I think it's going to expire well before that. There's just not a lot going on here, not enough instability and dynamics to create that kind of atmosphere. Rumbles of thunder, flashes of lightning, heavy rainfall, gusty wind. Yes. Here we go into 7 o'clock tonight. I mean, it's 6:20 now, 6:19. So all of this will begin to fade away as the front starts to finally make some headway eastward. This is early Saturday morning. And look, there will be some fog as we get into Saturday morning, showers to the east and some showers to the west. Here is Saturday afternoon, and here we go again. Rinse and repeat. Yes, it's going to be a day almost like today. Quiet at first. After some showers drift away, we get a break, and then another wave of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. And some of those could contain drenching downpours again, like we're getting right now. That continues. Look, this is 7 o'clock Saturday evening. Here we go into Sunday, and the cold front finally makes its way through the area. It's been hanging out west and wobbling back and forth for the last few days. But it finally comes through Sunday, takes the rain with it. We start to dry out. High pressure takes over Sunday evening. Monday, though, here comes the next wave, the next cold front. This one's not going to stall. This one's going to come on through with a quick hit of rain again and thunderstorms. By Tuesday, it's all east of us. Wednesday, dry. Thursday, dry. Say it isn't so. Next Friday, look at that. A warm front and dry. Everything looking pretty good. Pretty good. Here's a look at the 7-day stretch. And there you go. 83 tomorrow. Another 90% chance of rain and thunderstorms. Some heavy rain. And yes, there is that small threat of severe weather. Then things really start to taper off Sunday, Monday. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s. Monday will be that next big chance of rain. And then we get a break for Tuesday, Wednesday, returning showers, mainly afternoon stuff, Thursday and Friday. So, has this not been an entertaining episode of this podcast? We had the KBA announcement, the award announcement. Then we had the DoorDash debacle. And they, it's like, whew, what a day. This has been a day. But that's okay. You know, it's okay. It happens. Make sure you download the News 40 weather app right there in the corner. If you have that app on your phone or device, you will know the weather anywhere, anytime. It follows you on your phone, your device. If you have internet service or Wi Fi to your device, you can download that app and it will tell you exactly the trouble that's coming your way, whether it's a storm or a tornado or damaging wind or hail or lightning, even. I've gotten lightning alerts all day today with those storms, and they pop right up on my phone. They say, lightning has been detected within 15 miles of your location. How do they know my location? Your phone has a GPS. The satellites see that. They know where you are and they go, ping. Yeah, it is pretty cool technology. All right. Thank you all. Don't have enough time to go through all of these um, comments, but thank you all for all of you that um, with the congratulations for the KBA award. It's going to take place in September in Owensboro, and I'll have my family, I'll have my some of my coworkers and everybody with me at that event, and we'll record it and make sure that you guys get to see it eventually. So I'm just still no, this is happening to somebody else. It's not happening to me. It's just it's that stunning. It's a big award, and I'm just really thankful. I'm thankful for all of you because if hey, if you didn't like me the way I do the weather and all that kind of stuff, nobody would be giving me an award. It's because of you and your loyalty and your trust in me that I'm able to do what I do and to get that. And of course, the Lord Jesus Christ, He is the reason. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. I'll do an update for you this weekend and keep an eye on the threat of severe weather tomorrow and Sunday. In the meantime, thanks for watching 270 Weather, sponsored by R&R Controls, your, of course, Generac dealer. God bless you. Thanks for watching.